Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So right in front of me is my own knowledge database that I've set up using Obsidian and Claude Code. So I decided to set up this LLM Wiki because when I usually start a new session on Claude Code or ChatGPT, I often have to upload new files or articles, and that can sometimes be frustrating, especially when you're building automations. So a guy by the name Andrew J. Kapathy came up with this idea of setting up your own knowledge database. I usually just feed it with information files or articles, and it keeps on enriching itself with this knowledge. So you don't usually have to start a new conversation. You just point the LLM module to your files, and it's gonna go ahead and help you find the information that you want. So this is just a cool way of setting up your own RAG system that is much better compared to the traditional RAG system, which is relies on the vector-based system. And it's a cool way of maintaining your own knowledge. It serves like a secondary brain to my system. I know you're asking yourself what's the difference between this one and NotebookLM, but it's very simple. So for NotebookLM, you have to keep on adding those files, but this one, the files don't need to be rediscovered because once you add the files or once you ask a question, it keeps on enriching itself and it becomes more intelligent compared to NotebookLM, where you have to add those files every now and then. And then this one usually maintained by the LLM module. So Cloud Code is gonna be maintaining this. So every question I ask, every file I upload keeps on adding to this knowledge base. So it becomes more intelligent, and this beats the NotebookLM. So the setup process takes a few minutes. The first thing that you do is head over to obsidian.md and download it. This is gonna serve as your visual interface, so we are not doing anything fancy with it. And then the next thing that we do is go ahead and set up a vault. You can name this depending on how you want. So let's say, for instance, I want to name it as demo, and then go ahead and pick a location where this will be based. So after setting up a vault and picking a location, go ahead and create two subfolders. The first subfolder is gonna be the raw, and then the next one is gonna be the wiki. So will serve as the two main folders in this case. So the second folder that I'm gonna create is the wiki. And then the next thing that we do is go ahead and drop in a claude.md file. So this is gonna be a markdown that tells the agent how to exactly behave in this case. And since this is just a demonstration, I'll go ahead and use Andre J. Kapathy's Claude.md. So this is going to be just like a demo, but you can always use a new Claude.md. So let's say, for instance, you have a company and you have policies that you guys follow. So you can always use them in this case. So that will obviously direct the agent and tell it, so this is our company guidelines, and this is how we usually respond to clients. This is how we usually treat our projects, and it's the agent is gonna always follow that. So in this case, I'll go ahead and drop in the claude.md inside the raw subfolder. So this is basically where I'll go ahead and drop in the Claude.md that I got from Andre J. Kapathy. So this is basically just a demonstration, like I said. So let's say you don't know how to make your Claude.md. So it's very simple. You can go ahead and ask ChatGPT or Claude to go ahead and set up your new Claude.md file, and then you can go through it, and if there's something that you don't like, you can always ask it to correct that. So I'll go ahead and drop it inside the raw subfolder, and then it's gonna direct the agent on how to behave. So the easiest way to do that is go ahead and open the raw subfolder that you have, and then go ahead and paste it. So as you can see right there, I've already pasted inside my raw subfolder, and once I go back to my Obsidian, I'll be able to see it right here. So it's there, right there. After adding your Claude.md, the next thing that you're gonna go ahead is open Claude Code inside your terminal. So to do so, make sure that you are opening it inside the subfolder where you have your vault. So I'll go ahead and then click open terminal. So the next thing that I do is just go ahead and type in Cloud, and then it will ask me, to allow it. So I'll just type in yes. And then now I want it to read my Claude.md that I have. So I'll just go ahead and tell it to ingest the MD file that I added. So let's say you added your company's MD file. So you just tell it ingest and then the name of the file that you added. So as you can see right there, it's working on it. So it's basically going through the files. So after that, it will come up with a schema that it will guide it, and then it will ask you if you want to create a Claude.md. So the thing that you're gonna do is, so you just type in 1 in this case, and then it's gonna go ahead and keep on creating the subfolders. Okay, so basically right now it's creating our wiki files based on the MD that we gave it. So as you can see right there, it's creating a RAG system. And then now the next thing that it's doing is creating an Andre Jacob Patty's MD. I'll say yes. Creating an obsidian.md. It's gonna go ahead and create a map.md file. It's very simple to create this, and it will take you a few minutes, but it will save you a lot of time and tokens. Okay, so it's already done. It created 10 wiki pages. So let's go back and see what we have right here in our visual interface. So this is our visual representative. So this is just a demo that I was showing you, and you can always drop in different files and create a better graph, better than this one. This is just a demo. So as you can see, it's very simple to create, and it has different wikis, and they have links, so you can always click them and go ahead and go through them. So if you like this video, please remember to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and see you on the next video.